Hey, what is up guys, my name is Toshibler and today we're going to play The Outer Worlds. First of all, sorry for the episodes not appearing as often, but, well, what can I say? Yes. First of all, sorry for episodes not appearing as often, but I feel like I kind of need some time to sit down to this game and just try to do stuff, to play it regularly, because if I rush things, I might as well not record it at all. Because, you know, during the weekdays, I don't have enough time. I don't have that much time to spend on like just sitting here and recording, so I'd rather just play a game that's easy to record and easy to edit. And I don't know what's... Wow, that's a volcano. I didn't see it before. Yeah. Going back to the topic, I don't have that much time, so I'd rather just play something that I easily record and easily edit, because I don't know how will this game be for me to edit and stuff, because that's the first time I'm playing such a game for recording, and I just want to know what's going to happen. So yeah, let's enter Edgewater. Hello. 600 XP for Edgewater discovered. Yes, I also just tried to make the FPS values to be consistently 60 FPS, but as you can see it lags a little still, but I guess that's just the game being... Hello! Bypass shunts. Well, so hiding in the corners are great items. Damn, that's a Wild West if I ever seen one.
Heard something outside the walls today.
Damn.
Nothing for us outside those walls. You ought to know that.
Okay. I don't know what I'm doing. I need to go to the town leader, apparently.
Been eating nothing but salt tuna for a year.
We should keep our voices down.
So from what I hear, this place is a little troubled. Hello? That's workshop or something, right? Workbench discovered. Oh, hello. Whoa. Okay, fridge is empty. Pick up bypass shunt. It's not... This doesn't say... It didn't say like steel. What's this? Three open trouble tickets. That's a priority. Kinda don't understand that, but never mind. Let's just maybe go to our main goal. Oh, God.
Did you hear about Wilson?
Heard Marauders got in.
Just between us, Wilson deserted, lost his nerve, ran off in the thick of night.
You're kidding me. Damn. Always thought he was made of sterner stuff.
I think he was plagued. Guess he didn't want to die in the sick house.
Plagued? Ah, shit. I had some of this salt tuna.
You moron.
Okay. Saltuna Cannery. Open. Hello? Emerald Veil of Terra 2. Vending machine discovered. Ooh. Vendor. Vending machines. Okay, so I can sell things to you. What do I have to sell? Weapons. Shovel. Am I using a one-handed? No, I just have a pistol. Oh, so that's those that I have spare, right? Okay, I don't really remember what do I like have. Let's leave the toss ball stick. And let's sell those. So, and the rest I think I can preserve. We can like leave this. I'm not sure though. I mean, necklace. Okay, but is that like trading commodities or something? Junk. Okay. So junk is like more expensive, huh? Let's sell it then. I don't know. Okay. But town leader. Okay, so I guess there's an elevator behind those. Hello. Okay, I don't know what am I doing here. It's just all new to me. Boom.
The grease monkey, Argo?
I'm sorry, Mr. Thompson, sir. You asked why it's taking so long to fix. The answer's technical.
Don't apologize. Just try using small words for me.
The can's bust open in the oven because she's set to cook saltuna, which isn't what we've got. Mr. Thompson? I think there's someone here to see you.
Focus, Miss Holcomb. You and I are still talking. Let's start over. Walk me through the process. Show me where it's going awry.
Well, sure. It's, mostly on account of what we're feeding into the mechanism.
It puts food in cans. We have food, we have cans. Why won't it work? Seems we've got a guest.
Okay.
Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself.
Okay. So this is town leader Reid Thompson. So let's maybe be polite and say that we'll wait until you're finished.
You were saying, Miss Holcomb.
It's just what Bess needs is a proper refurbish. I can bandage her up and what all, but she's just old. Sorry, I'm sorry. I'll do better.
And I do wish you'd stop referring to our cannery as Bess. Personification of company property is strictly contrary to the Spacer's Choice Code of Conduct. My apologies. I am not in the habit of allowing my guests to witness such a row. Now, what can I do for you?
This seems like odd. I mean, she's way too much guilty for my things. We can start with introductions. I'm Toshibler.
I'm Reid Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I must say, wearing a marauder's outfit is in very poor taste. I do wish you'd show your uniform a little more respect.
Sorry. I don't work for Spacer's Choice.
Of course not. I don't have that kind of luck. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
My ship needs repairs. I'm looking for a power regulator.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one.
Damn,
And
that
I happen to know
smile.
exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process.
Okay, that stinks of a, like, con or a heist or something. Let me guess, you want me to do something for you before you'll help me?
My proposition benefits the both of us. Please,
Ah.
hear me out. There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way.
When you say mostly abandoned, what do you mean?
I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there.
Oh. What a surprise. No, wait, let's read all the options here. Let's be arrogant. What a surprise. I never would have guessed.
I am not trying to pull one over on you, friend.
No.
You were bound to run into them sooner or later.
Mm-hmm.
The people living in the botanical labs. They're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home.
Should we be like a dick, or should we be like regular? Because I want to be a dick, kinda. If you want me to solve your deserter problem, I'll charge by the head.
Good law, no, I don't want you killing anyone, least of all them. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town.
How will I recognize Adelaide?
Adelaide's older than the other deserters. She's dignified, kindly. From what I understand, her camp looks to her for leadership.
You're asking me to cut off power to an entire community.
I am asking you to help us survive. Edgewater needs more workers or we will collapse.
Yeah.
We belong to one community, the Spacer's Choice family. If we dissolve into factions, then we will all perish separately. Adelaide will understand that.
I have a feeling that she won't. I can't make any promises.
Of course, I understand completely. Here, let me give you the passcode to the geothermal plant. A sign of good faith for so politely listening to me as I ramble on.
Are you setting off for the Vale? Because I know my way around. I mean, in case you want a guide. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented and may prove useful to you.
She's cute, I guess. Sure, I could use the company.
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
Let's get going. Sleep deprivation. Amazing. So I was just yawning this whole conversation. Okay. I must sleep on my ship to prevent exhaustion. Reducing your temperament, intelligence, strength, and eventually death. Oh, damn it. Companions. You've gained a companion. Provide combat support, skills enhance your skills. Increase your carrying capacity. You can unlock special companion combat abilities with the inspiration skill. Okay. Hello. She was so happy to go with me. I mean,
We better clear out of Mr. Thompson's office before we talk.
Oh. You're like a little afraid of him. I'm concerned. Come on, let's go. Parvati. Okay, her name's Parvati. Whatever that is. Strange name, though. No elevator music this time. Okay, so I guess that the bottom left corner are companion commands.
Hey, mister, can we talk? Sorry.
Yeah, sure.
Let's talk when you're free.
You see a thought bubble above their head. Something.
Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me. It's just, Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters. On account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale.
I figured. Figures, second option. Yeah. Figures. Reid didn't exactly strike me as the most honest soul.
Oh, he ain't a liar. He believes every word he says. It's just, he doesn't always get where other folk are talking from. To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left.
How well did you know the deserters? You worked with them? You were friends or what?
I don't know anybody well. I mostly listened to them talk, kept my head down. There was a boy named Thomas who used to follow me around, asking questions about the stuff I fixed. He was real sweet to me. Not any sort of dissident.
Did you notice Adelaide Reid mentioned?
Miss McDevitt? Oh, gosh, no. She was a real important person. A flavorist. Made all the food taste decent. She used to work up in the big office with Mr. Thompson.
Okay.
All I know is she left after her son died. It was a real big to-do. I could hear them both yelling clear from my own place.
Okay. You can't leave it at that. Why were Reid and Adelaide arguing?
Can't say as I know. I wasn't there. The sound carried, but not the words. If Mr. Thompson ain't of a mind to tell you his own self, you'd best ask Miss McDevitt, if he can get out to her.
I can't blame anybody for wanting to leave. This town's got issues. I don't know of any issues, but it seems like it's troubled.
Life's hard here. Especially for them that don't fit in so well. We're one big Spacer's Choice family, but every family's got the one the rest whisper about. Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is.
Oh. I mean, where would I find
The
it?
mission's on the east side of town. You can't miss it. On account of it being the only clean thing.
Only clean thing. I suppose it couldn't hurt. We'll stop by.
Thanks, mister.
No
I
problem.
just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody, it's best to think on the right and wrong of it. That's
You're
what my
right.
dad used to say anyways.
He was right. He raised you well. Okay, so we can get out of here, right? Okay. Companion commands. So let's see. X.
Okay, moving out.
Oh, so Z tells her to move to a spot.
Be right there.
Holding Z orders a regroup. Don't know what X means. Probably to attack somebody. Okay, so we have to talk to Vicar Max.
Sorry,
for.
just be a minute.
You had a minute. Next one comes out of your pay.
Ooh.
Ease off the threats, friend. I'm going.
Boss's orders. We all got quotas to make.
They can't even go for a smoke. That seems rough. Okay, only clean place. Well, it looks like a church.
I've
Okay,
always felt weird in here. It's too clean.
too clean. Wow. That's some nice, like, decorative flooring here.
Hey there, Mary. Don't see you round here too often.
Oh, I just came to talk to the vicar is all. None of us are above confessionals.
What have you got to confess? You ain't thinking of deserting, are you?
What? No. And I resent the accusation.
Wasn't nothing but a question. Do excuse me.
I must be on my way. Verity to you.
Accusing people of deserting just like that? Okay, when I'm crouching you say shh. That seems right. Hello?
Yes, what is it? You're an outsider. Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto at your service. Or Vicar Max if you're the sort who prefers brevity. And Ms. Holcomb as well. How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger. Curious.
Just tagging along, Vicar DeSoto. Don't mind me.
I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison, anything at all. Spiritual counseling? This season's tossball predictions? The quickest way out of town?
Okay, how did you know I'm an outsider?
I've never seen you before. And there's been no paperwork indicating a transfer. Half the time it's wrong, but a new worker without paperwork? Unheard of. Also, you lack the distinctive worker gaze. Usually either a deadening behind the eyes, or in some rare cases, a wild-eyed frenzy, like a trapped animal. Pretty universal here. Except for Ms. Holcomb, who, for some reason, doesn't seem to have much to say to me. Isn't that right?
It's just... there's more to it all than numbers. Sorry.
I'm a bit surprised to hear her dismiss your parishioners so casually.
I'm simply bemoaning the level of spiritual awareness in this town.
Isn't your job to raise that?
Yes, but there are few who hear me in this miserable place. I must double my efforts to elevate my flock. These are good, hard-working people here.
Hold on a minute. Did you just refer to this town as a miserable place?
Yes, and thank you for pointing it out. It is wrong of me to succumb to distress. This place could be so much more, and I will continue in my quest to make it so.
What sort of spiritual advice do you offer here?
They who are not satisfied with their work are satisfied with nothing. No. How about, work fortifies the spirit. True exhaustion awaits idle hands.
Seriously? That's what you're selling here?
Selling? No. It is free for all.
That was sarcasm.
I'm sorry you don't find these tried and true words of wisdom to your liking.
All you've got are platitudes about enjoying your work. Have you looked around here recently?
Have you? These people need something. Anything they can grasp to survive. Delving into the metaphysical minutiae of the grand plan would be nonsense to them, if not worse. My apologies. The townsfolk are having a tough time of it, and it's been difficult for me to enrich their lives. They are good people. It is just difficult to reach them.
Okay, never mind. Parvati, yeah, wanted to talk to you about what Reid asked us to do.
What? I thought you would talk to him.
Yeah!
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away. I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. What has Mr. Thompson asked you to do?
Cut off the power to Adelaide's deserters.
Depriving them of safety from the marauders and wildlife.
Yep.
I can see why that troubles you. Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk.
What do you think of Adelaide's group, Vicar?
They rejected the order of society and live beyond the walls so thoughtfully provided by our Spacer's Choice patrons. Does that strike you as a responsible life choice?
Depends on how well the leader can provide beyond your walls.
Astute. But I am here, not in the deserter camp. So that's not a variable I can account for.
So what do you advise?
Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold.
Right. Just talk everybody into coming together. I'll keep that in mind.
If it were as easy as a few soothing words in the right ears, I'm sure it would have been done already. Consider it a challenge. If you don't mind a bit of unsolicited advice, be cautious on your way to the geothermal plant. It is not as safe as you might assume.
And why is that?
One of the reasons I transferred here was to fulfill my duty in hunting down banned heretical texts. I happen to know such a book is, as we speak, tainting a collector's library in Emerald Vale. However, the collector's residence lies outside the town's walls. My retrieval efforts have been thwarted by marauders who have overrun the property. Should you fare better than me, I'd pay a handsome sum for the book.
I assume you'll want to burn it once you get your hands on it.
What? No, I don't want to burn it. I would never... I mean, I just want to... Look, I have a very simple goal here. I just want to keep the writing out of layman's hands. It wouldn't do for such information to fall into public consumption.
I'll need to know a little bit more about this book before I agree to this.
It's a handwritten journal. A faded blue cover with the name M. Bakonu handwritten in the lower corner. I'll mark where I saw it on your map. Assuming you're serious? It is not only a beautiful relic of a bygone time, it's also the thoughts of an early thinker on the nature of man's place in the cosmos. Not many in this colony could understand its true value, should they ever read it.
I'll look for your book.
Thank you. If you retrieve it, you can always find me here.
Okay. So we got 2 quests today. Yeah. What's done on the table here? Pick up OSC file. Whatever it is. We got something. So now we have to go through the door there. But also we're a bit out of time. So I guess we'll end off the episode here and continue in the next one. And I hope it's not like too short and too little progress for you guys. I want to enjoy the game, and I just really like lore stuff. I want to know like the whole story behind everything, and I'm just taking the choices of the conversation that I feel are appropriate for getting more information out of the NPC, to be so blunt. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.